When you think of a high-performing team, what's the first thought that comes to mind? Do you imagine people getting along and working well together? Do you think of a group that just seems to get more done, and with superior quality? When it comes to high-performing teams, there's often a case of you know it when you see it. But beyond that vague understanding, what makes these teams different? To answer that question, let's dive into the difference between a high-performing team and an average team, as well as what characteristics go into making a high-performing team. An average team is one that produces inconsistent results. These groups may occasionally meet their expectations, but overall, people tend to be at odds with one another, holding conflicting priorities, showing unequal effort, and failing to communicate well. A high-performing team, on the other hand, is consistently excellent. These groups work like a well-oiled machine. Together, everyone reaches toward the same target, shares responsibility, and supports one another. A high-performing team works together to achieve superior performance. Of course, the next question is, what ingredients do you need to create such a team? 6 foundational characteristics underpin a high-performing team success. First, these groups have a strong sense of purpose, both on the team and on an individual level. On a team level, everyone understands what the group is aiming toward. On the individual level, each person is also aware of their role and how that supports the greater goal. Second, high-performing teams share a culture of open communication and transparency. People express themselves freely and frequently, and as a result, everyone feels heard and is aware of progress and developments. Third, people share ownership and accountability. Rather than taking it easy and letting others do the work, high-performing team members share that burden. Each person pulls their own weight and feels accountable for what they do. High-performing team members know what they must do and how to do it. They trust themselves to get the job done and are known for taking control. But another characteristic of high-performing team members is that they always trust and respect one another. Rather than doubting each other's abilities, they're confident in their fellow team members and respect what each person brings to the table. Also, high-performing teams have diverse skills and perspectives. Each person has a unique personality, background, work style, experience, and viewpoint, and that combined diversity helps the group achieve a higher standard of excellence. Finally, high-performing teams are also flexible and adaptable. They understand that if conditions change, they must change as well, and they stay on the lookout for better, faster, and more effective ways of doing things, thus continually improving and upping their output. High-performing teams work together to achieve more than any one person could. As a leader, your job is to keep these characteristics in mind and evaluate where your team stands. So, put aside any vague definitions you might have about high-performing teams and use these characteristics as defining goalposts. You know where you need to go. You know what success looks like. The next step is about getting there.